What's up, my producer friends? I'm David with anothermonsterproductions.com. Today's video is going to be completely different than any video I've ever done before. Right now we're in the middle of a global crisis, and especially here in the United States, things have been getting steadily worse and worse. Now, for the most part, everyone across the United States is pretty much self-isolating as much as possible, but this means that a lot of people are out of jobs. A lot of families are really struggling financially right now. So in light of all this, Cymatics has actually brought together a ton of producers in the community, and these producers have all donated various samples to be put in this giant bundle. So this is called the Hearts Charity Bundle. And by the way, I'm not affiliated with Cymatics. As far as I know, I'm not even on their radar. So it would have been awesome if they had reached out to me. I would have gladly given them some samples. However, they didn't. So I figured the next best thing that I could do was to purchase the sample pack and make this short video for you guys who maybe are unaware that they're doing this. So right now there's just under 5 days left to purchase this sample pack. They're trying to raise $100,000 to donate to United Way charity, which I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video to the charity, to the frequently asked questions page. And there's some information on there. You can find out exactly where this money is going. But basically the charity says 95% of all money donated to them is going directly to the cause. So it's going to go to families who, need food, who are really struggling right now, people that are sick, and wherever they think that money is most needed. So Cymatics is going to be donating 100% of all the money they make off this sample pack to the charity. And I thought this was just a really great idea to bring the producer community together and get people to donate to a good cause and still get something out of it. So there's actually two options to donate. The first is $25, that's just the base price for the sample pack. You can also choose to donate $100 and you'll get the sample pack plus a $50 gift card that you can use for other Cymatics stuff. And on top of that, they'll give you a shout out on Instagram. Now I understand a lot of you might be hurting financially as well, but I think $25 is not a whole lot of money. I think it's a reasonable amount to ask for people to donate. So if you have the money and you feel like you want to donate, please do. I'm going to spend the next half of this video going over some of the samples that are in the sample pack for those of you who might be interested. But I'd say even if you don't necessarily care about the samples in the sample pack, it's still a good thing to do. But let's jump into FL Studio and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so inside the pack we actually have 4 different folders. One is 808s expansion pack. So we have a bunch of different 808s in here. A lot of pretty standard stuff, but some pretty decent stuff in there. They also have a MIDI expansion as well. So we have a lot of different MIDI that we can use here. Let's go ahead and drag one on here. So I'm not going to go through all of those, but a lot of really cool MIDI melodies there. And then we have the actual pack itself, which is split into 2 parts. So the first part features all of these artists here, and the second part features all of these artists here. Now the interesting thing about this pack is they reached out to a lot of artists who produce all different genres of music. So we have a lot of hip hop, we have some lo-fi producers, but then we also have some dubstep producers, future bass, all sorts of different genres. Now I will go ahead and say that just from quickly sort of browsing through the pack, most of the samples are loops. There aren't quite as many one-shots, but there are still some in here, and there are some really good ones. But anyway, like I said, if you're on the fence about this, it may be worth pausing the video and kind of seeing if you see any producers' names on here that interest you. I'm going to kind of show you what's included in some of these, just so you kind of get an idea of kind of how many samples from each producer you can expect. Obviously, it varies quite a bit depending on who did what. Cymatics has their own kit in here, which is pretty cool. Drew did his own little personal kit. Steven did his own kit in here as well too. Ed Talenti has a couple samples. Graves, Jay Black, James Lee, Jay Esker, Joey Sturgis, Kato, Company, L. Dre, Larry O. I'll just go ahead and go through all these real quick just so you can kind of see how many samples are actually in the pack. just in case you're on the fence about this. But you know, like I said, I think the samples are kind of a bonus. I think it's a good idea to, if you have the money, just go ahead and get the pack. I mean, it's 25 bucks. It's going to a good cause. It's really going to help out a lot of people. So just do it, man. So yeah, that's really all there is to this video. I don't even think that I necessarily want to try and make a beat or anything like that. I just wanted to tell you guys about the sample pack. As I mentioned before, I'll leave a link in the description of this video to a frequently asked questions page about the charity. So if you have any questions about where your money's actually going, I'll also be sure to leave a link in the description of this video to the actual sample pack itself. Make it easy on you guys if you guys are interested in purchasing the sample pack. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.